often do you and your husband or wife plan a night out, just the two of you? Too often, couples' lives revolve around work and kids. Dr. T. Charles Brantley is a relationship counselor and is here to talk about the importance of date night. Welcome back, TC. It's always great to have you here.
Thanks for having Teresa.
Let's just talk a little bit about your background. You're a relationship expert. You're a professional. You help people.
I've been doing this for over 13 years, and I've been married 26 years.
So you have a lot of experience.
A lot of experience in doing this, yes.
All right, so we're talking date night and the importance of it.
Very important.
Once you get into a comfortable relationship or you get married, you might forget about date night.
The key word is comfortable. People get lazy and they forget about the investment that it takes to make their relationship goals. And so they get comfortable in their jobs, comfortable with their kids, and the next thing you know, there's divorce down the road because they didn't keep it fresh.
I mean, how hard is it to go out for dinner or go see a movie?
It's not that hard. It's that you got to make it a priority. And what people do, they make everything else. They make their careers, they make their kids, everything else but themselves. But in the end, it's what they do and not what other people do.
All right, now you have an acronym here for date night. We start with D and you say delegate.
You have to delegate, okay, this time you plan the date, next time you plan the date. Because if one person is always doing the date night, it's going to get frustrated because they say, well, maybe you don't want to be in this relationship. Because you know how you women can start going on. Yeah,
us women can do that?
It's true, because you guys are emotional. You guys think on a big scale. We men think on 13-inch. You guys think on the 26-inch TV. You guys have a bigger view.
You know, I feel like men really don't like planning either.
That is correct, because we don't do that well, because we are afraid of failure. We don't understand men hate failure, and when we're failing in our relationships, it makes us not want to try at all.
I see. All right, A in date night is attitude.
You have to have a nice attitude. Oh, here we go. No, you're going with happy and cheeriness, and because you're trying to enjoy it. Because when you go on date night, you know, you do little free. You want to make it a little fresh in a relationship, because if you don't make it fresh, you gotta make it. Don't use guys. Don't use for breath. You know, don't use it on a date on yourself. But you know, you're trying to make things kind of fresh so that it can last a long time.
All right, and time.
Time is very important. Women need time, and men need it too. We just don't recognize. We just don't come to the reality how much we need time with our wives, and not just in bedtime.
E is enjoy.
You got to enjoy the date.
Like, don't make it work, right?
Exactly. Don't go like, I can't stand this, why am I here? Enjoy it. Get involved and put away the cell phone.
Oh, that's a great tip.
Read my lips. Put it away.
All right, naughty and nice.
You gotta be naughty and nice during date night. You gotta brush things, you gotta dust the stuff off, because you know you've been there for a long time. You gotta dust it off, and dust off the romance, and dust off the loving, and dust off how you make love. I will behave, but you gotta dust it off.
All right, spice it up more or less, right?
You have to.
A little variety.
Because if you don't spice it up, it starts getting hot and there's no caliente.
All right, invest.
Again, it's investing in your spot. Because, listen, if you don't invest, somebody else will.
That's a true statement, TC. All right, we talked about time, but just making the time to do it, right?
Time is double. You got to do it more than you think, because a lot of times guys say, oh, I'm spending time with my wife, but I'm watching TV. I'm spending time with my wife.
Yeah,
I'm talking to my boy.
Count.
It does not. And guys don't recognize that.
Just because you might be next to me on the couch, that is not dinner or a date.
It does not. Oh, you ought to agree with me today.
I'm just saying,
you are changing.
I am all for a date night, TC.
It's very important.
Nothing to fight with you about on this.
You got to do it at least once or twice a week with your spouse.
Great. And for kids, you have to just make sure you have a
You got to make sure you have a babysitter for your kids, and also make sure sometimes date night is in your house. Sometimes it's, oh Lord help, it's locking the kids away. So listen, this is mommy and daddy time, and we're going to spend time with each other. We don't need you jumping into bed right now.
All right, and lastly, date night E, effort.
Again, it takes the effort to, you know, okay, how am I really going to show my wife how much I love? If I'm going to take her to McDonald's, that's no effort for a date night, okay?
That's not good.
That's not
doing that.
But again, date night doesn't have to mean money. It could be just, you know, walking the mall together, walking the beach together. But again, it's investment in time with your spouse.
I think just think of something they might like to do. How hard is that?
Men don't have ears. We don't hear it too well.
You have two ears. You don't use them.
Yeah, we don't use them. We use other things.
All right, TC, as always, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
We'll see you soon.
God bless you.